Hello everyone, welcome to Time Searchers. I'm Bill the Colonial Relic Hunter. As I sit here in my basement, as of late I've been cleaning up some shell fragments and everything, getting them ready to seal, put them in nice displays, and every now and then I like to go down to my safe and take a look at this stuff, you know, and right here we got a little plastic container. I dug this stuff, and I think it would be a DIV-8 at Hansborough Ridge. And let's look at some of these items here we have here. Got some buckles and stuff, and a couple minis. Move my name tag here, and your little ceramic buttons, and one of my personal favorites. I felt like I got robbed, but here's a whole hook and stuff from the back of a US plate right here. And actually I got another one. Here's another puppy paw there. They come off a plate. You know, sometimes during the Civil War we're melting the back of the lead off the plates and everything. And here's my personal favorite here. Let me get it out. There's a lice comb. I dug in a hut up there in Hansborough Ridge where I dug most of these artifacts. Too bad, you know, it didn't have the soldier's name on it, but how often do you come up for a piece like that? But today, since I have a couple hours here before I go to bed, I just got off of work here on night turn. I see I got this candlestick holder. And what they did with the spike on there, they just, you know, hit it down on the wood and it stayed up, and they put the candle on it. So what I'm going to do today, I think it'll only take about 2 hours for this to clean up. I'm going to do a little bit of electrolysis. And the reason I'm doing another electrolysis video, I'm doing something that's smaller, and then plus I'm playing my own music, you know, because the other 2 episodes we have you know, got stopped on YouTube. There's no volume to it because I played somebody else's music during the credits. So we're going to do another one, and so we can show people how to do some electrolysis. Well, let's head for the tank. Well, first of all, I always like to shine up the ends here on here with a file and everything. Make sure they're clean so you get a good contact. See how nice and shiny and stuff that is there. And any kind of file will do, you know, a bastard file or a medium file like this. And I'm going to go right here to the tank, and this is where we'll be putting it in there, and with some baking soda. So let me go over here, get the candlestick holder. Here it is. And we'll hook up the probe. Okay, see how I got everything all ready here. Let's put this in the water in the tank like that. It's got to, at least the item's got to be completely submerged the way it is in the water. Then I come over here. As you see, my brother went back to Scotland and he took up most of my 2-car garage with all his stuff. So I really can't find the stainless steel plate what I normally use, but here's a stainless steel trowel. This will do the same trick. It's stainless steel, and plus it's been in the family for 18 years, so I think it won't mind if we use it, you know, to do some electrolysis. So got it sticking in there. Now grab the positive to put on, and basically you hook it up like that. And then what I do is put the baking soda in there. And what this does, when you put electricity through it, gets the water charged up better, and then and it starts bubbling, and it takes the rust off of there. So now I'm just going to go over here. As you see, I have it unplugged. Always do this stuff unplugged. You never plug it in until you're ready to go. So let's plug it in. Just plugged in. I heard the charger kick on. Let's look at it here, what we're using here. Here's what I'm using. And a full charge. That's it. She's ready to go. And here in a little bit, she should start bubbling. Alright. Okay. Now it's been like less than a minute. The charger's been on, but see it starting to bubble? See the bubbles coming off of there? That's what you want. That's putting the charge through the metal, and what it does, it pops off that rust. And well, that's the game plan. So hopefully it does exactly what we think it should do. Okay, let's come back in about 2 hours and see what it looks like. Well, here we are. It's been about an hour or so. As you see, it's bubbling pretty good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unplug it, take it apart, clean it, see how clean it is, because I really don't want to do too much, and if it needs a little bit more, we'll do a little more. Well, let's unplug it and clean it up a little bit. Alright, here I'm in my famous wash tub here in the basement, and it's looking pretty promising. So what I'm going to do now is grab a wire brush and get some of that rust off. So let's do that. Well, a wire brushed it up. It's cleaning up, but it needs a little bit more, and it should clean up pretty nicely. So let's put it back in there and cook it some more. Okay, it's been a couple hours. So what I'm going to do is take it out and clean it off and see what it looks like. Okay, I just hosed it off. Used the little wire brush a little bit to knock the surface rust off, and from looking at it, turned out really nice. Let's see. Whoops. So the electrolysis worked pretty well. Look at that. It looks pretty good. Nice and clean, shiny. That's going to be a beauty piece. That my buddy John Hitt, man, he was right. He said I was going to clean up nice. That it did. Alright. So there you go. I'll put it with a couple of the other pieces I have, the shell fragments that are cleaned up. And the next step will be sealing it. So what I'm going to do is get the pieces together, throw them in the oven, bake them for a little bit, you know, heat them up, get the moisture out of them, and then seal them. So that'll be our next step. Alright, let's catch you guys later.